Yeah, you were just waiting for that. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, Centennial Drive. Not Ave, Centennial Drive, Cheryl. Yep, that's Peabody. Wow, did he drive there from New York, upstate? I don't know. He's an ophthalmologist. That's great. How is everybody? So nice to see everybody today. I know it's not Friday. Friday I had a little bit of difficulty getting used to my new medication. They switched my chemo meds and to something stronger because it wasn't. After the first response, it wasn't working to, completely get rid of the cancer. So they're switching me to a different drug called Taxol, but they're also putting me on one that you probably have heard of called Keytruda, and because they advertise that on TV all the time. And so that's what started my week last week. And it was just really hard because come Thursday, I did have a bad, like side effects from that. But I recovered really nicely, and I think that I can come back on Friday again, and we're going to be doing a fun project from Dreaming Tree that I've loved for a long time. I've made it before. You probably have seen it before, but it's this peony gift box. And you can buy this separately for $2.99 at Dreaming Tree, or you can buy it as part of the grouping, which actually in this case I would probably recommend. The grouping has three things here. These are hydrangeas. This here that says Mom. These are hydrangeas, and they come out so adorable. I've done them before. Come out really, really nicely. And then there's the peony gift box, which is $2.99. So if you're looking at making at least two of these projects, it might be a good idea to buy the whole kit. Or you don't have to buy it. You can just come and watch me put it together. That's fine too. But I know a lot of people like to take and redo the lesson, and so that they have learned what's going on. We'll learn a little bit about shading for the leaves of the peony, and we're going to put together a 3D box. So that's cool. Happy birthday is for our friend Babs's husband, Jim, who's turning 83 today. Today is Eclipse Day. I can't tell you how excited I am. That was the other thing. We were supposed to be going up to the Northeast Kingdom, which is where my sister lives in New Hampshire, to see the eclipse. And because of my my response to the medication, and then the and then my car isn't working correctly. So now I was like, give me the play by play, because they've already started parking cars for the day, and there's still snow on the ground. So and I heard that one of our old friends, Shelley, um, Hetherington, yeah, Shelley. I think it's Shelley. Why is my brain doing this? Oh, yes, my birthday is April 14th. I got a number of great cards from you all too. So I'm going to show them on Friday. I promise. I hope I got them all. I've been sort of getting them all together, trying to show you all them. So we'll do viewer mail, and we'll do this really great peony gift box. And in the meantime, I hope you have your Eclipse viewing glasses. Make sure that they are ISO certified. that's the only glasses that'll work. And some glasses that were being sold were not ISO certified. So check on the what do you call them? The arms, your you know, the part of the glasses that come around your ears. It should say something there about what kind of a glass it is. But when you put them on, it should be completely dark. That's the point. You're only going to put them on when you're ready to view the eclipse. Okay, the eclipse is it's going to be for like 3 minutes. If you're in the area, it's going to be about 3 minutes, and then it will happen. And if you want to take pictures, there is special little filters that you can put on your phone, or hold. You actually just hold up to your phone lens, and you can take pictures from that. But what I would advise you is, once you get your glasses and you get them on, it gets close to time, make sure you don't move around, because those glasses, you can't see anything through them, and you could end up falling or whatever. So be careful. It should be a fun event. I'm really excited. I missed the spaghetti dinner last night in Pittsburgh. So there's that. Anyway, let's get to the lesson for today and see what we're doing. I just want to say hello to everybody. You got 96% in Albany. We've got 93. So it's still a good show. Yeah, somebody said bring a thermometer to gauge the temperature, because it does decrease rather rapidly for the entire time, which is amazing. It shows you the power of the sun, really. It just, 3 minutes without it and the place turns cold, you know. So anyway, what I wanted to show you today is how to convert a simple card that you might find in Design Space into something that looks a little more professional. Now, I know there are tons and tons of cards in Design Space, and you can find them usually if you just go and do a search under image sets, under cards. And there are some cards called simple cards. These are cards that came out before the Joy insert cards. Okay, so these are Joy insert cards pre that. So they don't use a card mat. So all of you people that are still working with makers, or even makers, no, I shouldn't say that. Not Maker 3. Makers and Explore 2, Air 2s, any of those kind of before the 3s come in. This is a good one for you. It also works on the Extra, Joy Xtra, and I did in fact use it to cut this out this time, but I'm not going to do any cutting today because I want to talk about the changes that you'd have to make in your cards to get to the place where you want to cut it and it looks professional. So today we're going to be doing this card. It's a happy birthday card, and it's happy birthday to you. And I actually did put a sentiment on the inside, so we're going to show you how to do that. And we'll put this together. The way this originally comes is that this piece is on the back side, or on the front side, I should say. There's a score line here, and there's a back side. Now, when you have a cut like this is a very intricate cut, and you can see, I mean, it's really small. When you have a cut like this, I don't like to have the fold over, because to me it's not a crisp card, Oh, you won a Joy bundle. Oh, that's really nice, Gail. I think you'll enjoy it. The Joy Xtra bundle. Where'd you win it? From Cricut? Yeah, remember those giveaways we used to do? Those were fun. Anyway, so this is the card that we're going to make today. It comes from Simple Cards, okay? And so you would go under Images, And what I'm going to do, because we already have it already, I'm going to group this together and I'm going to hide it. Okay, so I'm going to go to images and I'm going to image sets right here. And we're going to look up, if I looked up cards, it brings us 163 image sets. So I want to look for something that's called simple cards. It showed up on the cards thing, but simple cards. Let's try out this new search engine, simple cards. Okay, this works out better. So these are cards to make in a GIF. However, they come out looking really nicely, and I think that the conversion makes it look even nicer. So we're going to be looking at the simple cards. This has 50 different cards in here, and there's something for everyone, including our happy birthday to you. Okay, but there's also get well. And it was always you. That's really nice. And there's a miss you and thanks. There's something for all kinds of occasions or for no occasion at all. And aside from the couple of envelopes that they give you, it's mostly just cards. So it's probably over 40, I don't know, 45 cards in this set. So we're going to grab this one. And you'll notice that they've changed this up a little bit so that you can see how this is going to work if you were going to make it in different things. So they take the image and they put it on some of these. This is kind of, I think this is AI stuff. But I love this more like this. That's pretty cool. And it tells you also that this set is where this image came from. So we're going to hit add to canvas, and then we're going to go to canvas. Okay, so it comes in with an envelope. I'm going to get rid of the envelope because I like to use just the plain thinner envelopes, because if you use a thick paper to make an envelope, it could cause your postage to go up. There's some people who sent me some thick cards and they're spending a lot more on their cards than they really, they really shouldn't have to do that. So I would always suggest using envelopes that are pre-made because they are thinner and it will accommodate your card better if you're mailing it. So here is what the card looks like. Happy birthday to you. I'm going to make it bigger so you can see. And you'll see it comes in with this line, which is the score. And then up, if you look really closely up in the top, middle, and bottom middle, there's a notch. There's a notch there. That's going to work to our advantage. So let's go ahead and detach, I'm going to say untouch, detach this score line from this image because we don't need it. So let's move this over here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take and let's make this card 10 by 7. Excuse me. So here is the 10 by 7. Oops. And now I messed it up. It should be 10 by 7. I have to log it out and go to 10 by 7. Okay. So that's a standard size card called an A7. And when it's folded, it makes a 5 by 7 inch card, which is the kind of card I always make. There are other size cards that you can make, but I always make this kind. So we've taken off the score line. I don't always make this. I should tell you that. I don't always make this size card, but I like square cards too. But there's a problem with postage on that. So I'm going to take this, which was going to be the backing for this, okay? And I'm going to unlock it and make it 5 by 7. So that way it's going to completely cover the back piece here. And the thing is, I have these notches here. So I'm going to go up to, right up to the notches like that. It's actually not completely up to the notches. So I have to maneuver it a little bit. And what I could do is do an alignment if I can do that. Hold on. Wait, it's hard to be out of the loop for a little while. Okay, so here is our card, and with the piece of square over it that we're going to get rid of. Okay, so we're going to go grab those two things, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a slice. Slice is down here, okay, and it's on the left hand side. So there it is, slice. Now once we slice, we're going to have an extra piece. So here's the piece that we want. Oh, and it did it do it right? No, it didn't. No. Okay, I'm going to go back because I didn't have it covered up enough at the top. I think I'll make our piece. Is it separate? Oh, I can just get rid of it. Okay. Okay. So these two pieces we no longer need. This piece here does have this up here, which I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't get rid of. I can hopefully contour it out, and it won't be a distraction on our card, this right here. So let's make sure we find that. All right. I don't see it, which is weird. This is the thing I want to get rid of. Well, I'm going to instead put this right over the top, and I'm going to slice it again because I don't want that piece there. So let's see if it came off. Yeah, it did. All right, so now we can get rid of all these things. And we've got our card front, and it should be 5 by 7. Check and make sure it's off a little bit here. So I'm going to unlock it and change the width. Now what I'm going to do is create the base of the card, which is, it's going to be in white, and we're going to add a sentiment. So we need to get another shape. So let's grab the shape of a square, and let's go ahead and unlock this and make this 10 by 7. So that way there is our actual card. Okay, so there's our card. Let's change the color to white or off-white so you can see it. There's off-white. And here is our card score line, which it's a little too big, but we can still use it. All right, so we can take and put our score line here. Let's arrange it to the front, and let's make sure it's only 7 inches tall. All right, so there's our score line. Let's arrange this back. All right, there's our score line. So now we want the score line to be exactly in the center, right? So we're going to grab both the score line and the card, and we're going to go to right up here where it says align. Okay, and now we're going to go to center, align center. And that's going to put our score line right in the middle of the card. This is a really good trick to know. Okay, now once you have the score line, don't move it, don't change it or anything like that, but grab them both, and we're going to go to attach, which is down here. Again, it's another tool that will attach this to the base of the card. So while we're sitting here, we can add one more piece, and that is going to be the background for this card. Now, I decided to do a pink and this kind of a teal blue. I thought it was a good combination. They had green there. You can do whatever you like. And I did use, by the way, 8.5 by 11-inch paper for all of this, all of this, including the white. So let's go ahead and get a shape. And all we need to do really is to unlock it and make it the same size. So it's sort of 5 by 7. Okay, there it is. There's the 5 by 7. We can change it to a pretty color. And that way, this is the way that the card's going to go. This is the front piece. This is the sandwich piece. You know, that's like the meat of the card, the sandwich piece. And then here is our card base. So let's think of a sentiment, because that's also missing here. Happy birthday to you. So I went on the internet, and I hope that it still has it. And I just typed in birthday card sentiments into Google. Birthday card sentiments. So I just went down and looked at what was offered here, writing how to write a sentiment for birthday. And so I found a few things. On your special day, I celebrate not just the passing of another year, but an amazing person you've become. Or wishing you a year ahead filled with joy, success, and wonderful moments. I like that one. So I'm going to go ahead and copy it, okay? Which on my computer is a Command V. And then I'm going back to my Cricut, and I'm going to hit text. And then under the text, I'm going to do Command V. Yeah, there it is. Happy birthday to a one-of-a-kind person. This might be too long. In fact, I think it might be too long. I think it's 3 different sentiments. So how about happy birthday, wishing you a day filled with love, laughter, and joy. Let's do that. So let's get rid of this happy birthday. And whoa, my hands are going all over the place. All right. So we got wishing you a day filled with love, laughter, and joy. Now we're going to use our pen to cut to do this. So I think we're all set here. I put 3 lines. Now I'm going to go over to the fonts. Fonts are right up here, okay? And when you hit the Cricut Sans one, you're going to use the down arrow. Okay, once you do the down arrow, you can look under all the Cricut fonts. Now, what we want is a writing font. So we can either put in, we can determine which ones that we like that are writing. And you can also type in here writing, I believe. Yep. So when you type in writing, it will give you all of the ones that are writing. Now they might have other forms, so just keep that in mind. But let's look at this one. It's called BFC, Banana Pumpkin, and it says it's a single layer and writing. So let's try that out. We're going to click on that, and we're going to have a look. It's a beautiful font, but it's still not writing. So we'll go over to the style and we'll type in, or we'll select writing, okay? So that's really cute. And we can go ahead and resize it. And then, which I think it looks really good, wishing you a day filled with love, laughter, and joy. So once we have that positioned where we want it, we're going to then go to attach, okay? So once it's attached, believe it or not, we're done with our card and all we have to do is cut it. Now, a word to the wise about cutting it. This particular piece is very intricate. So when you go to cut it, we can just hit make. When you go to cut it, first of all, I always cut 2 of everything, just my way. And since I'm using 8.5 by 11 inch paper, it's going to fit 2 on the paper. Works out really good that way. Hi, Benji. But when you get to the cutting part, as I saw on the Cricut website, I think it was over this weekend, there were a lot of people who were having trouble with intricate cuts. And I'm not really sure why my machine's not going on, but unable. Let's try this again. Maker. Come here, you. Stop hounding me for treats. All right, it's not allowing me to connect to my maker this morning, so that's okay. I'll just tell you what you need to do. You need to choose under the cardstock setting. You need to choose cardstock for intricate cuts. It's on the very first choice under cardstock when you're looking at custom materials. Okay, so if you have an Air 2 and you haven't seen these custom materials, then just so what you can do is put if you have the little handle that chooses the different layers that you're going to be cutting, turn it all the way to custom and leave it there. And that way you can use the computer to get to where you're going. Okay, which is we're going to cut with intricate cuts. So here is our card, except it doesn't have the sentiment. And here is the image number, just in case you want to do this one. It's hashtag M3B61A, called birthday card. It's also can be found under simple cards. Okay, so here's what our card looks like with the sentiment in it, and there's the score line. So all we're going to do is fold it directly in half, and this one I put an extra long one on here. Happy birthday to one-of-a-kind person, wishing you a day filled with love, laughter, and joy. So I put actually an extra line in there. And there is going to be our card base. And then all we have to do is to glue this piece onto here and then set it onto our card base. So let's go ahead and do that. I've been struggling with glue lately, but I think I might have solved my problem, at least temporarily. So with these kinds of cutouts, you're going to want to apply the glue everywhere that you can think of it might lift. Like right here where this T is, at that little curve there, we want to put a little bit of glue. My sister trying to call, and I hope that hasn't messed up my feed, but she's persistent, so I think she'll probably try calling me back. So anyway, so much for having a perfect show. Oh well, that's okay. You guys, you're my friends, so you know that there are these little things that happen. So here I am putting all my glue onto the back, and there's a lot of it, so be patient. All right. Almost done. Again, I'm working on these letters because I want them to stay stuck down onto my card, which is the whole reason why we switched the card to being a front, a card front, right? So here we go. Okay, I'm glad. Thank you, Loretta. All right, so there's our card front, and this is the sandwich meat, remember. So we're going to go ahead and put it right on top. I bet she's calling about my car. My car has been doing some really crazy, insane things that we have to fix because I need it. All right, so there it is. Now, I did put a little extra glue along here. So I usually just take something such as the back of my weeding tool or something, just to kind of erase those little extra pieces of glue right on there. And that pulls it off a little bit. All right, there we go. And now we just have to attach double-sided tape for attachments. So we're going to do that to hold it on there really, really well. My sister's an extremely persistent person, so she's going to just keep calling me and calling me until I pick up the phone, because that's how she is. And that's why she's handling my car problem. So anyway, here we go, a double-sided tape. And what we'll use for this is a weeding tool to take this off, just like that. All right, we're almost done. And let's see. We're almost done here. Okay. I've been getting a lot of stuff done, like household stuff, which is good. Going through some closets and trying to get things in order, just so that they'll be in order, because my house is so disorganized that my sister's really good at, well, everything. She's really good at everything, but she is particularly good at cleaning and organizing your house. She should be like a little organizer or something. She has a very lucrative job. She doesn't need to do that, but she just loves it. She was like born to do it. Anyway, here is our card that we finished. Isn't it adorable? Happy birthday to you. It's what I really like about this is that it doesn't have that folded over piece right here. I just can't get with that look. It just, for me, doesn't look polished enough, and particularly having that extra piece in there that's a sandwich, because this is the way they wanted us to cut it, just this and this. And if you notice, there's an extra color, and that's the white. So that is the way that you would do it. So you just have card front, and that's why I say this can be worked on the Cricut Joy Xtra, because that still doesn't have scoring. So you will be able to do the base of the card. The size would be fine, but you will not be able to do the scoring for the card either. So just keep that in mind. If you have an extra, you might want to try this on your extra. I think I know it will cut very well for you. Let's have a look at the comments before I let you go. I know I'm not like my sister's. There is no perfect. Yes, you're right. I know she worries about me, and she knows I'm here and I can't go anywhere because I don't have my car. So I'm here by myself, and she's trying to resolve my car issues for me. Anyway, let's see. Is there any other comment? Oh, there's Barbara Williamson. Hi, how are you? I'm sorry, Barbara. Nice to see you. Nice to see Loretta and Jamie and Gail. How are you doing, Gail? Oh yeah, you're the one who won the Joy Xtra. So Jamie, I wanted to talk to you about that because Jamie said she uses the foil tool for scoring on the Joy Xtra. You can indeed do that. For me, it just seems like if you're gonna, I don't know. I remember one time talking to somebody from Cricut, and I said, "Well, you can get around that by doing it this way." And he said, "But we don't want that. We want everybody to do." All right. Since my sister has called me now, I think 6 times, I had better let you go, so I can go ahead and work on this with her. Thank you so much for coming today. I intend to be back on Friday to do this peony box card. If you missed it, no, it's not a box card, peony gift box. And it will be, let's see, over here. We're going to put this together, okay? All right, so that's all I'm going to do for today. Thank you so much. I'm sorry to rush you off, but I will see you again. That's my intention. It's to see you on Friday. So I'll see you then, all right, everyone? And this is what we're going to be doing on Friday. I love you all. I love you, Cheryl. Thank you, Cheryl. And I will see you all again real soon, okay? Take care. Bye.